Hey, welcome to Dallas Stock Talk, where I talk about topics relating to finance and investing. But in this particular video, this will be a reaction video to one of Dave Ramsey videos. The title is called "We Made $250,000 Last Year and We Don't Know Where It Went." So this is very interesting. No further ado, make sure you hit the like button and let's jump into it.
Today's question comes from Mark in New Jersey.
Let me make sure it's on the right speed because I'll be listening to it on 2x a lot of times. And let me make sure, okay, because sometimes when HD on it.
Last year, my wife and I made over $310,000, and this year we've made $250,000.
Okay.
But we have still little.
I wonder how much they pay in taxes because I think it's like, yeah, the more money you make, they might pay 40%. 40% of that might go to taxes, but let's carry on.
To no savings. Last night, I decided to find.
I like her earrings, by the way. It has nothing to think, but let's just carry on.
Really dig into it. What I came up with after doing this is that there was about $120,000 blown on who knows what. This was a team effort that I think we.
Wait, what? $120,000 that was blown on who knows what? Hold on, let me go back. Must be nice.
After doing this is that there was about $120,000 blown on who knows what. This was a team effort that I think we equally contributed to. Every time I have a conversation with my wife about money, it seems to end up being a fight. She's a very
food fight.
very rational person, so I'm sure it's the way I'm approaching it. How do I bring it up without causing a huge fight and allowing us to make a massive change?
Wow.
It's a good question, Mark.
I love that he was like, I'm going to investigate. All right. Turns out we blew 120 grand on I have no clue what.
I don't know what.
Just
how do you blow 120K and not know what? Must be nice. I think the household family income is no even near 120K. Must be nice.
stuff.
Oh, man.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would start the conversation with, I think in a humble way, Mark. I think there's always something, with the
A humble way. Okay, whatever.
humility side of like, man, I have contributed to this, which you've already admitted, and I've messed this up too. Like I've not.
Let me find out Rachel spent $120,000 and don't know where it went. Alright, we see. Big ballin'.
Done a great job communicating with you. I haven't done a great job staying on top of our money and making this a priority. So I'm sorry. Like there's just a level of humility there
and accountability.
That I think is a.
They probably should get like personal capital admin or something like to track their expenses instead of telling them exactly where the money went, link their accounts and stuff. But look, I guess when you ballin', right?
Really beautiful way to approach it. It's very disarming when you do that and you kind of own your own stuff and you have this level of like, I didn't get it right. And then obviously not letting her, just run off and be like,
wow,
yeah, that's
sounds
fine.
like you really messed up.
Yeah, I mean, like, letting it start to be a conversation though of like, okay, so what do we want this to look like now? What do we as a team want to look in?
Wait, I just thought about it. They don't do like a budget or something like that? They don't track their expenses at all? 120K? Like, they ain't no type of budgets? Like, okay.
And have a vision for our marriage and what are our goals? What are we wanting to do? Because you make great income. Like
I wonder how much do they like contributed to investing and stuff like that, or that 401k or Roth IRA, whatever. I'm just curious. I mean, like, I'm rambling. Let's finish watching the video.
you're saying, and to be able to say, man, let's just take this further and do it on purpose. It's okay to still spend money. That's the one thing that people think the Ramsey plan is like.
Not to interrupt this video, but I made a budgeting video called the 50-30-20 rule or something like that. They might need to check that out. Make sure you guys check that out. I need that watch time. Let me carry on.
Like you can't spend any money. No, you can. Once you don't have debt and you have an emergency fund, you've taken care of what you need to take care of, you can spend money and enjoy. So it's, I think it's having that conversation of like, hey, what does this look like for us? And let's still enjoy our lives, but let's do it on purpose with intentionality.
Amen. Rachel, I wish you could just have that conversation for
That's
me,
right.
but you know what?
Mark,
we can't.
you know, I can do it for you. No.
But what this comes down to is not going, we have to get on budget today and you're really screwing this up. It starts with that vision where you go, hey, what are our goals for the year? Because I feel like we've been floating and we have nothing to show
Floating. Interesting choice of words.
for it. We make amazing money, more than
Yeah.
we ever thought we would. And here we are with nothing in the bank. And it's all just stuff. And
Whoa, they got nothing in the bank? Oh, wow, I missed that. Yeah, I mean, at least maybe they should set a goal saying, okay, we at least gonna save 10 or 20% of our income or something like that, and just, I don't know, but have, if this is true what he's saying, 250K, you make that and you have nothing in the bank. I don't know if they count like they not counting how much they contribute to that 401K or investing. I don't know, but they need to do something.
and food. And
I wonder what is their like expenses and like what type of lifestyle that they live is too, like the house mortgage and all that kind of stuff. Because it'd be nice to know that. I wish that the call was up there so they can have their total expenses and the lifestyle and how many vacations they have and like how much they spend on clothes and stuff. You should have rough estimates, but hey, I guess when you big ballin', I mean, you don't keep tab of it, right? Who cares, right? $1,000 here, $1,000 there, $10,000 here. It's nothing, right? We getting money, yeah.
and shopping. And I feel like I've done a terrible job leading us in that way. And so I want to set some goals in our life. And once you set those goals, well, now we have to make changes and change some habits in order to actually achieve those goals.
Yeah.
And one of those is we got to get on a budget.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah, I think that's the simple thing. Get on a budget. It doesn't have to be a simple budget. It was like, okay, needs, wants, or even if they can start for them, they could do something like the 30, 50, 30, 20 rule or something like that. Anyway, you can check the video out. I think and they can even use a budgeting app or something like that. Cause let me just let him finish what he had to say.
not to, constrict us, but to give us freedom so that when we do spend, we do it with confidence, with no regret, and we're not derailing our goals.
That's right.
Now it's a different conversation.
No regrets, right, John?
No
right, George?
regrets, which we mentioned that in Smart Money Happy Hour. I explained to Rachel. I said it was an internet meme. It's beyond that, of course. It's a scene from Where the Millers, and Rachel was like,
It's a great
say
one.
what now?
It's a great one.
It's a great clip. Go check that out. So thank you for the question, Mark. This is not going to be easy, but man, it's going to be worth it. And I think if you approach it with that humility and accountability, it will go a long, long way.
Yeah, and this one was actually a pretty short one. I think this one is very easy. They just put on a budget, and that way they can spend a good amount of money, live a quality life, $250,000. And last year, I think that's more than enough to live a comfortable life, way higher than the average household salary. And as long as they live in beside their means, I think a simple budget would definitely fix the problem. But that concludes DOW'S Stock Talk. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button if you're new. Subscribe to my channel. Out.